Howdy y'all, I'm sitting here looking at my Lee Classic Turret Press Kit that I just recently got from Amazon.com, and I'm pretty excited about it. I started reloading my own ammo. Right now I'm doing some 9mm reloading, so I'm going to share a little bit of that with y'all, see what you think. I'm just going to start now. I'm going to go through the whole process basically once. And that'll be it for today. Then I guess maybe future videos I might just go through the whole setup of the whole thing and everything. But once you got it set up, which it's not hard, it's pretty easy. The other day I made 50 rounds in 25 minutes. So that's pretty good. But let me just walk you through my whole process here. I've already cleaned and deprimed all of my case shells. And that's what I've got here. The shell, this is a 9mm shell. You can see this is where the primer goes. It's empty. And I've already had them cleaned, run them through my rumble tumble. I don't shine them, I just clean them. So the first step we're going to do is you resize the brass because it expands some while, when you shoot it in the gun, the pressure expands it some. So you put it here in the die. Take it back to number 1. And you put it here in the die and you just run it up in here. And this we'll squeeze it back down to factory specs for the right size for 9mm or whatever you happen to be loading. The next step I would do, it's right here at the same time, is you add a primer. This is the initial source that lights the gunpowder. It lets it. And this is a handy little thing here. It's called the auto primer, where you basically don't have to touch the primers. It's just easy. And if you can see right in here, there's a primer in there. And the next step, you just continue pushing forward with the lever, and that seats the primer into the case. So now I'll take it out and I'll inspect it real quick. It's supposed to be flush or just below flush, and it's about perfect. Again, I'm inspecting it again. The next step is to add some powder to it, which this is also automatically. I've got it set up. Push this button, put the thing back in, put the shell back in, just push it up. Wait a second for it to all drop in. Let it down. And it has certain numbers. This particular load that I'm doing is anywhere, it can be anywhere between 3.6 and 4.1. I'm doing it at 3.9 grains. I don't know if you can see the number, but I put that in there. And I'm just going to weigh it. That's not going to work because I didn't do it right. So what I got to do is I got to go back, dump the powder out. First I want to weigh this before I put the powder in it. And it's showing to be about 60 grains. 60.1, 60, I'll call it 60. And I'll zero it out, and then I'll go ahead and put another load of powder in it. Push it up. Push it on, lower it back down. Now I weigh it. It should be right at 3.9. And it is. I don't know if you can see the numbers, but it's 3.9. So it's good. And I'll check them about once every 10. It's pretty accurate. So the next step I'm going to do is install the bullet in the casing. So you manually set the bullet in there. And you just raise it up. And it seats the bullet in there. I think it also gives a little bit of a crimp. And you go all the way back down again. And it goes to the next one, which is the fourth one, and you go it up. And this definitely puts a good crimp on the shell so the bullet doesn't, easily fall out. I just do it just enough so where it's nice and seated all the way around. And the final step of the process, quick inspection. And it has a certain length it's supposed to be a maximum of, which is 1.160 on mine. And I've got it set up to do 1.145. Seems to be working great in my guns. I've already shot a couple hundred rounds of the homemade stuff, and it's working just fine. So there it is, and I'm back into the container with a completed bullet.